while the total number of recognized species of wild cats varies. The 8 lineages that make up the Felidae family are widely accepted. As of November 2017, the Cat Specialist Group of the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, recognizes 41 species in the family Felidae, including the domestic cat. The family Felidae is made up of 2 subfamilies, Pantherinae, which is constituted by the 7 big cats, and Felinae, which represents the 33 small cats. At 320 kilograms, the Siberian tiger is the biggest cat in the world. Sadly, it is also the most endangered big cat. As recently as the first half of the last century, tigers lived in Turkey and on the Indonesian islands of Bali and Java. These 3 subspecies are now extinct. The South China tiger has already crossed the point of no return, with an estimated 20 individuals left in the wild. The remaining 5 subspecies are in various stages of decline. We almost lost the Siberian tiger as well, when in the 1940s, as few as 40 individuals were thought to survive in the vast forests of Siberia. Thankfully, in the last few decades, intensive conservation measures have been applied in the Russian Far East, and the king of the Siberian tiger was brought back from the brink of extinction. Today, most of the remaining tigers belong to the Bengal subspecies that occur throughout the Indian subcontinent. Not surprisingly, India is the best place in the world to see tigers in the wild. Some of the best national parks in India for spotting tigers in the wild are Kanha and Bandhavgarh, which are in the state of Madhya Pradesh. I visited Kanha a few years ago and saw a total of 15 tigers in 7 days. The sightings included single individuals, a courting pair and a family, a tigress with 3 cubs. The second largest cat in the world, the lion, once ranged across most of Africa and parts of Europe and Asia. Today the population is restricted to fragmented populations in sub-Saharan Africa and one critically endangered population in India. We have already lost the Barbary lion that used to grace the wilds of Egypt, Morocco and Algeria. Traditionally, there were 2 types of lions, the African lion and the Asiatic lion. However, a recent genetic analysis revealed that Asiatic lions belong to the same subspecies as the northern lion, which also includes the critically endangered West African lion and the Central African lion. The Southern African and the East African lion form the second subspecies. The leopard caught the experts by surprise. Of all types of big cats, it has the widest distribution range, occurring from sub-Saharan Africa, through Central Asia, and across the Indian subcontinent to Southeast Asia. And while some subspecies of the leopard are highly endangered, the species was considered reasonably secure, until the experts realized that the leopards have lost 75% of their historic range and the population continues to decline. The jaguar is the most water-loving big cat. It is an excellent swimmer and can often be found resting on tree branches overhanging the rivers. It also has the strongest bite in relation to body size among big cats. Its powerful jaws are capable of crushing the skull of an adult caiman, its favorite prey in the Pantanal. The jaguars are unique among big cat species in that they represent a single continuous population across their 6 million square kilometer range, which spans 18 countries. There are no subspecies of jaguars. Taxonomically, it is the same cat that occurs over a very large range. This poses unique challenges for the conservation of jaguars. Instead of protecting geographically isolated populations, the scientists now work to protect the connecting corridors of habitat that allow the jaguars to move between populations and maintain gene flow between these populations. In late 2018, the United Nations Development Programme initiated a jaguar conservation program, Jaguar 2030, that aims to protect the jaguars across their entire geographic range. The two strongholds of the jaguar are the Amazon and the Pantanal in Brazil. But the Pantanal is a far better place for spotting the jaguar, especially around Porto Joffe, a small community on the bank of the Cuiaba River. When booking a Pantanal tour, make sure that you'll be based in Porto Joffe if you want to see the jaguars. The most enigmatic of the big cats. The snow leopard is often referred to as the ghost of the mountains. There is even a saying in Nepal that it is more difficult to see a snow leopard than to see God. This elusive cat lives in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth, the high-altitude mountain ranges of Central Asia. And each individual ranges over huge territories. Because the snow leopard has a wide distribution range, it was downgraded from endangered to vulnerable by the IUCN in 2017. However, the Snow Leopard Trust disputed the decision on the basis of a lack of scientific data to support it. The experts estimate that there are between 3,920 and 6,390 snow leopards left in the wild. Despite what the Nepalese say, snow leopards are regularly seen at Hemis National Park in India. However, this adventure is not for the faint-hearted. It involves camping in -20 degrees cold and scanning the mountain valleys for hours on end, looking for the elusive cat. The snow leopard's coat of gray fur with black blotches allows it to merge so seamlessly with the environment that you could be staring right at it yet not see it. The smallest of the big cat species, the clouded leopard, is also the most acrobatic. It is one of the best climbers in the entire wild cat family. Its flexible ankle joints allow it to climb down trees head first, hang off branches by its hind feet and tail, and even climb on horizontal branches with its back to the ground. Yet the climbing skills are not clouded leopards' only talent. They are the only big cats that can purr, and they have the longest canines relative to body size among big cats. Sometimes they are referred to as the modern-day saber-tooth. Like all other big cats, the clouded leopard is threatened with extinction. The total population is thought to number fewer than 10,000 mature individuals, with a decreasing trend. However, due to their secretive nature, the clouded leopards have not been studied well and remain poorly understood. As in the case of the snow leopard, the population could be smaller than the current estimate. Although the clouded leopard ranges from the Himalayan foothills all the way across Southeast Asia, it is incredibly difficult to spot in the wild. Occasionally they are spotted on wildlife safaris in India. Until 2016, the clouded leopard was believed to be a single species. However, the use of genetic analysis techniques revealed that the clouded leopards from the islands of Borneo and Sumatra are in fact a separate species that diverged from their mainland cousins about 1.5 million years ago. Known as the Sunda clouded leopards, the island species are a little smaller and darker than the mainland clouded leopards. Up until recently, it was just as nearly impossible to see a Sunda clouded leopard as the mainland one. But over the last few years, Daramakot Forest Reserve in the Malaysian state of Sabah in Borneo has been gaining a reputation as the go-to place for spotting these elusive felines. There are, of course, no guarantees But if you'd like a shot at seeing a thunder-clouded leopard, Duramakot is your best bet.